Hi, Neil Pierson from Covenant Christian School. Just been at a school marketing Aforia in Adelaide for a couple of days. This is an annual event put on by Dr. Linda Vining of the Centre for Marketing Schools. And rather than a conference, it's actually a great gathering together of people who are all involved in marketing of schools. And rather than a conference, it doesn't just bring in experts from the outside, but every person that gets up to present is one of the fellow delegates. So they're sharing from experience about what they're doing in their school, what's working, what's not working even, and then they're sitting back down beside you and learning from the next speaker. So it's just a great atmosphere, a real generous atmosphere of people willing to share what they're doing. It's like a 2-day show and tell festival. So I'm very grateful that Covenant was able to send me to this conference and just to be able to learn from what other people are doing, what other schools are doing. And last year I was able to speak about the school blog site and what we've been doing there. And last year we were actually awarded the Gold Award for our website there. So we also saw what websites have won this year's award and what prospectuses. So it's just a continual learning process, seeing what other people are doing and not ever saying that we have arrived. Now, some of the sessions, you got to choose different sessions. Some were open sessions to everyone. And one of the things that really came through clearly was how to handle a crisis within a school and just the challenges that are facing schools now, but also the speed of communication. We heard about a story where a school had an accident at 8:23 in the morning, and by 8:30 that morning, 7 minutes later, it was already on radio. In Sydney radio. So that was happening before many of the school community or even staff, even receptionists knew what was happening. And just looking at the challenges of dealing with media, that the media are really looking for news and how to work best with them. Some great examples of that. But also looked at just the increasing use of technology in schools and how some schools are very reluctant to embrace technology, but Covenant is actually leading the way in many ways in technology, and also including things like the website and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook, just in trying to experiment with different ways. We also looked at using history and in school marketing. Now, some of these schools, there was Christian Brothers and St Mary's College and Prince Alfred College. Now, these are all well-established schools, basically over 100-year-old. St Mary's is where Mary MacKillop was the Mother Superior for a while there, and Prince Alfred College, beautiful elaborate grounds and all that sort of stuff. So, and just looking at how they're using history. Now, Covenant, being 32-year-olds, doesn't have the same length of history, but it's still important that we continue to remind people about why we all started, about the vision and the passion that our pioneers had for Christian education. Another very important session that I found was great was looking at staff recruitment and retention and just the increasing challenges that schools will face as there's more and more teachers retiring and not as many people coming into the profession, and just looking at different ways of how we can continue to promote and encourage that there's great, not just career opportunity, but the powerful role that teachers play. One of the schools had an early childhood learning centre. They just opened 12 months ago. Now, it was a beautiful facility, 5 classrooms, outdoor and undercover playground, and it was just great to just go and have a look at how other schools are doing things. But most of all, it was also just not so much just the sessions, but the discussion between the sessions and the discussion around dinner, learning things from other delegates about what they're doing right and wrong, and just brainstorming. I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to be there. Now, some of these schools got huge budgets for marketing. They do. They spend a lot more money than Covenant does, but it was still good to learn from them and to get ideas and say, I could probably do that a bit cheaper, or finding a different way. But it was just a great atmosphere of people from a variety of schools who were willing to teach one another, and that's a great time.